This is the Top Hat Life, and today I will be doing a video about, as you can see, Skylanders, and are they worth selling on eBay? I will also be talking about a little bit of the info. Try not to talk too long about it. Info on Skylanders, and because it's pretty confusing, you got to do a decent amount of research to know what you're doing. It's actually not that bad, but because once you get the hang of it, you get the hang of it. And here we go. So Skylanders started back in 2011 with Spyro's Adventure, which is all the figures here. I don't have all of them, but I have an okay amount of them. And it started in 2011, and then it came out with Giants in 2012, which you see Giants back over here. And then next, in 2013, it came out with SWAT Force, which is the guys over here. I have some of them over in this area. And then in 2014, it came out with Traptanium, which I only have a few guys like right there. And then in 2015, I have no characters of. They came out with Superchargers. In 2016, their latest game and their last game up to date in 2020, they came out with Imaginators. Now they also have what they call Battlecast cards, my bad. And I have a few here. I have like 7 cards, and they look pretty cool. The cards associate with the actual figures. Like I have a Double Trouble card, and I have a Double Trouble over here. I have Double Trouble over here. And you see, they look very display worthy to me. I mean, Skylanders, I started collecting them because they look cool to display. Their base is nice and flat, and they just look cool to me. And I'm thinking about getting cards as well to associate with the characters, and then put the card under the character, which I think is how I would like to display them later on. But those are the Battlecast cards, and those are the 6 games they came out with. They also came out with a mobile game I don't know much about, and I do not play. But they also have a Netflix original series called Skylanders Academy. They have seasons 1, 2, and they're coming out with 3 currently this year. I'm pretty sure. Okay, now there's a bunch of Skylanders categories. I'm going to go through some of them, but not too in depth. We have the Eons Elite, which is what the community calls it. It's a variant released during Traptanium. It's shiny, metallic. It has a gold base around here, and then the bottom here is clear. And then next, there's Giants. Now these are these guys you see back here. There's 8 original Giants, and there's only 8 Giants that were released in 2012. And there's 1 for each element, and they're like twice the size of normal Skylanders. Like I'll grab this one here since it's close. This is a legendary version, which I'm about to get into, of the Giant back here. But I'll grab him and grab one guy here. Like they're twice the size. I mean, that's why they're called Giants. And they're pretty cool. And now there's 8 elements, and they have 1 Giant for each element. They have Tech, Earth, Undead, Fire, Magic, Air, Water, and Life. Later on though, in 2016, with their newest game that they came out with, Imaginators, they have 2 new elements, Dark and Light. I don't have any of those yet though. I do say yet because I'm hoping to get them later on. Doesn't have to be right now. And then they also have legendary variants, which I just showed, which I'll show again. Like this is a legendary variant of Bouncer. And legendary variants have like this almost blackish color. It's actually, if you put light to it, it's a very, very dark navy blue. And they have gold compared to the normal variant, which I'll grab right now. Their normal variant, which, you know, has different colors. Their pose is the same though, and the base is the same. The only difference is they're legendary and they're a different variant. This does increase their price slightly though, as well. So keep in mind about that. Now, these were exclusive to Toys R Us, these legendary variants here. I'll show another one, Jetvac. And they have also upgraded stats in-game, if that matters to you if you play the game, which I do plan to play later on, once in a while, to get, you know, a nostalgic feel. But that's about it for the legendary characters. And now, we'll go to light core. These started up in giants. And here's a light core variant of this guy here called Eruptor. And the difference is not only the pose, but the parts that are like semi-transparent here. Like you see, if you can see inside his mouth is semi-transparent, which I can see better. It will light up when you place them on the portal of power when it's on. And then this base is also semi-transparent. It'll probably glow as well. And each light core one has a different pose than the normal variant. And then now we have magic items. Like there's 2 magic items here. Like these are items you place on the portal to unlock either something in the game, or it unlocks a new area, like these over here. Like this is a pirate ship, but it'll unlock a certain area in Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, because that's what it associates with, the game I mean. And they do have magic items for most or all games that I know of so far. And it's pretty cool to have these too, because they're non-character figures, they're not playable. They unlock things to play with in the game. And there's also, while I'm on the topic of magic items, these are Traptanium crystals you place in the Traptanium portal I just pulled it out of over here. And these are very common ones I have here, but there are some more expensive ones that are like, I don't know, 10 to 15 bucks for one, that are more rare or different variant. So that's why it's good to look up what one you have, but once you know what you have and know the different variants, you'll know whether or not you have an exclusive or more expensive one. And then now I'll get into the different series characters. Now I'll start with, let me do this guy. Now this is a Series 1 Stump Smash. It's one of the original 32 characters from Spyro's Adventure. And now what Series 1 means is it's the character that is brand new when it comes out in a game. So it could come out in the newest game, and it's a Series 1 anyways. And this is a Series 1 from the first game. So it's basically when the figure is first introduced into the game, it's considered Series 1. And then when it gets included in another game, like see this is Stump Smash Series 2, they change the pose most of the time for each new series, and then they also change like different parts about it, like you can see the different maces there, and the bases are different colors. There's a Series 1 Stump Smash Series 2, so you gotta watch out for that as well. And some certain Series 1s, they only change the base color, which is confusing. Like here, this is Chop Chop, and you see the base color is orange. At first I thought this was just normal Series 1 Chop Chop, but I looked at the base and it's a Series 2. I don't have Series 1 now. So some of them don't change pose, and it's a little confusing when you find that out. But you just gotta look it up and make sure you pay attention to the bottom of the base and their pose. Now there's some that go all the way up to Series 4 that I know of. Like I have Series 1 Gilgrunt. He has a Series 2, 3, and 4 version, which I don't have yet, but I just have Series 1. And now there's sidekicks of certain Skylanders that were introduced from a Frito-Lay promotion back in 2012 and 2013, and a GameStop exclusive promotion in 2013. They're little small versions of a few of the characters in the game. Like I'm pretty sure there's a sidekick version of Stealth Elf here. I don't know how much smaller it is, but it's smaller, and it looks more like a chibi character. I don't have any yet, sadly. And now I'll get on to Swap Force characters over here. Now let me grab these two guys. And Swap Force, what it is, you literally cut them in half, you place them on another one with magnets, and they stick right on, and you got a new character, pretty much. And there's 16 original Swap Force characters. There's only 16, and with 16, and you switch them all around, that'll make 256 different variants. not exactly variants, but different characters that you can play around with. And it's really easy to swap them, and once they're connected, you put on the portal and it shows up like this in the game. Now, I'll go on to Trap Masters, which are these guys. Now these guys, they're supposedly supposed to be smaller than the Giants, but man, they look just as big as the Giants. Like, I'll get a bouncer here, put them right next to each other, and I'd say they're both Giants. But these are actually Trap Masters from their 4th game, Traptanium. And these guys are supposed to be between a normal sized one, like this is a new Series 1 character from Traptanium that I have. Supposed to be between this, and they're supposed to be between the Giants. But I don't really see the difference. They're pretty much Giants to me. And what they have is these weapons made out of Traptanium, which is stuff in the game. They're like crystal, neon colored weapons that you'll see on them. That one has crystal green axe, this one has a crystal red cannon, and so on and so forth. Now, you'll need these to place, not to play, but to destroy Traptanium's shards and Skylands in the game. Now, there's a bunch of different variants of Skylanders. I'm going to name off quite a few here. There's dark ones. There's ones associated with holidays, which I do have one. This is like an Easter version of variant 3 of, I forget his name for some reason, of this guy. And it's a holiday variant is what this is. And there's ones with called powers. There's ones called patinas, nitros, clear ones, which are sometimes worth some money, legendaries, which are worth a little bit more. All these variants are worth more most of the time than their normal variant. There's a flocked version of Series 1 Spyro Adventure Stomp Smash, sorry. And what flocked means is like a little fuzzy on him. It's like little tiny hairs all over him. And that's worth more money, of course, than the original variant. And there's gold ones, which I don't have any. There's like neon green, kind of like not transparent all the way, but it's more like this color. Neon green ones, just the whole thing is that color. There are metallic ones, and sidekicks are a type of variant. Like this is a type of variant of the Giant back there. Tree Rex. This is Gnarly Tree Rex, I'm pretty sure. And the variants, this one shows up in game. There's some that shows up in game, some that doesn't. And now I'm gonna start talking about whether or not Skylanders are worth selling on eBay. Now, Skylanders are best to sell on eBay only if you have a lot to sell. It's not really worth selling, like let's say you're sourcing, you're getting your stuff. Let's say you see a guild run for like 2 cents, you grab it and then you sell it. Well, for 2 cents, of course it'd be worth it, but let's say it was $1 or $2. It's not worth grabbing a single Skylander for $1 or $2. It's best to grab, like, you can find lots of this size of Skylanders, and they do go up to like $100 or something, but it's worth it if you want to get into selling Skylanders on eBay, because when you look up Skylanders on eBay, you're gonna see pictures of like this amount of Skylanders associated with one game, and they're gonna have each chase variant and normal series Skylander associated with that game because they have multiple ones in stock. And Skylanders sell every day, even though the games aren't being made for 4 years now. There's just other stuff about Skylanders being made. So it's worth getting into selling Skylanders if you have the time and you want to put the effort in, because over time, once you have 2 of each, not really 2, but once you have like more than one of each character, even the legendary ones, all the metallic ones, all the chase and variant ones, they're gonna start selling and then selling and selling, and then if you buy a lot of, like, let's say this is 75, and you buy it for 150 to 200, but let's say it's 150, that means you only pay $2 per. And even though some super common ones like this is only worth $2, you're gonna have some that sell for a little bit more. Like, let's say this pirate ship sells for $7, and shipping on these is super easy because of the fact that they're so tiny, like they're the size of my hand. They can fit in a poly bag. You just gotta bubble wrap it pretty well, because some are flimsy. Like, I'll take the stealth elf here. Like, ones with thin arms like that right there, that thin arm can break off really easy. So you do gotta bubble wrap it. You can't just throw it in a poly bag and ship it off. But they will fit in poly bag, and they're easy to ship one by one, which is a good thing about it. And what I do see them do on eBay is the big Skylanders sellers that sell like 7,000, a few thousand, they sell like 7 a day, 10 a day. I've seen one sell 7, I checked just the other day, 7 Skylanders. And let's say each one was $10, it's $70 because of the fact that they're selling the later versions. Like, the newest game, Skylanders, the figures are like this size. They're selling for like $20, $50, $70, some of them even. And when you sell those, it's just some good money, if you know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, you do want to buy these in lots. But the thing is, when you buy them in lots, you're gonna see stuff like half of a swap. Like, I bought a lot and this is half of a swap character. Like, you can't do anything with it until you get the top part. But sometimes it is worth buying it in the lot. Like, see, there's this one. Looks like a dog got to it, maybe. The gun there is chewed up on the end. You get ones like this. The base is missing. You get ones like this. Like, I didn't even notice. This is actually a good variant. This is would be worth like $12 on eBay, I think. Currently, this is a variant. It's actually a light core. It's enchanted light core variant, and I didn't know that. I thought it was just a normal variant, but it would have been worth more. But now, you know, the arm's broke. It's a one-arm variant. You get ones like this every once in a while. Like, I was just talking about how Stealth Elf's arm is super fragile. The arm's broken on this one. You'll get ones once in a while like that. I also did happen to get some ones experiment on. Here's a Spyro that's been painted, and his eyeballs are white and his nails are white. Here's a comparison if you want to see. You'll get ones that are like this. It's very different. It doesn't make them worth more money unless it was like painted by the game creator or something. And then you got like this one. It's the only one I have of this one, but you know, it's painted all over, which pretty much ruins it. And you'll get ones like that once in a while. But if you do want to start selling Skylanders and get into it, it's best to buy them in lots. And it's probably better to do a deal like buy 4 get 1 free, buy 2 get 1 free, because that'll entice the customers more. And then if you do an advanced listing on that and do a variant and sell it like that, and have a drop down list and have one big picture like that looks like this, like they have it. If you look up Skylanders, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then you can start making some money, because these will start selling every day. Like, once in a while, like ones like this is common. This might not sell every day, but you know, you'll sell one once in a while. That's why you want to try to get lots of the newest game, which is called Imaginators, and some Superchargers are good to sell as well. And all the ones that look special, like this is a variant of Washbuckler, and it's just a metallic variant. It's not worth that much actually, but you get the idea. You want to sell the better ones. You want to try to get lots with better ones. Now, for the final question, is it actually worth selling Skylanders on eBay? Now, I would say it's worth it only if you have the time, you want to put in a little bit of effort, like doing research maybe every now and then. And a plus also is that you get to, if you want to start a collection, like bam, here you go, you got a whole bunch already, like I did. This is like, what, 3 or 4 lots worth of like little lots put together. And now that I start getting doubles, we're gonna start putting them on eBay. We also have giant lots coming in as well. Now, wherever you source from and get your stuff from, you'll probably find Skylanders somewhere, because they're not uncommon, but they're not super common. You'll find them somewhere. Now, I would say it's worth selling Skylanders, because once you get it going, it gets going well. Because I saw on eBay, one guy sold 7 Skylanders in one day. I couldn't figure out exactly which ones he sold because it showed up as a variant listing picture. But even if it's just 7 a day of just Skylanders, of $5 profit, that's $35 a day through Skylanders, which is not hard to list. Because once you get one, like I have 2 of these, we listed up quantity of 2, they're the same exact thing. You gotta make sure you check for nothing's broke, and that's about it. Normally when you buy lots, I haven't seen any that's super dirty or anything like that. So all in all, I'm pretty sure if you want to put the time in and you want to start collecting these, or you like Skylanders, it's worth selling Skylanders on eBay. Now, this is just my opinion based on some research I did over a little while over Skylanders, because I got into it and I wanted to make a video about it. So you don't have to listen to me. This is just my opinions on everything, and I hope this helped you out if you're selling Skylanders, or you're interested in Skylanders and you're learning something new, or maybe you even want to start selling Skylanders because of this video, and that'd be great. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see future videos, hit the red subscribe button down below. And if you want to see any of my future content, just keep up with me. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya.